There is nothing so American as our national park. The fundamental idea behind the parks is that the country belongs to the people, that it is in the process of making for the enrichment of the lives of all of us. Climb the mountains and get their good tidings. Nature's peace will flow into you as sunshine flows into trees. In wisdom gathered over time, I have found that every experience is a form of exploration. Our national parks are America's best idea. Preserving and protecting them for everyone, for all time, is as radical as it is simple. Who will gain by oppressing the wilderness? Who will lose by its preservation? The more clearly we can focus our attention on the wonders and realities of the universe about us, the less taste we shall have for its destruction. The beauty of our land is a natural resource. Its preservation is linked to the inner prosperity of the human spirit. Wilderness is not a luxury, but a necessity of the human spirit. There is nothing more practical in the end than the preservation of beauty. National parks are the best idea we ever had. Absolutely American, absolutely democratic. They reflect us at our best rather than our worst. Study nature, love nature, stay close to nature. It will never fail you. The Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. Preserve and cherish the pale blue dot, the only home we've ever known. Take only memories. Leave only footprints. The natural world is the greatest source of excitement, the greatest source of visual beauty, the greatest source of intellectual interest. It is the greatest source of so much in life that makes life worth living. The eyes of the future are looking back at us, and they are praying for us to see beyond our own time. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Keep close to nature's heart and break clear away once in a while and climb a mountain or spend a week in the woods. Wash your spirit clean. In wildness is the preservation of the world. The enjoyment of scenery employs the mind without fatigue, and yet exercises it, tranquilizes it, and yet enlivens it. We are the first generation to feel the effect of climate change, and the last generation can do something about it. The environment is not something we can hand over to the next generation. It is something we borrow from them. We cannot solve a crisis without treating it as a crisis. What we take for granted might not be here for our children. The earth is what we all have in common. Saving our planet, lifting people out of poverty, advancing economic growth. These are one and the same fight. Our planet's alarm is going off, and it's time to wake up and take action. In nature, nothing exists alone. The ultimate test of man's conscience may be his willingness to sacrifice something today for future generations whose words of thanks will not be heard. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. The idea of wilderness needs no defense. It only needs defenders. The clearest way to the universe is through a forest wilderness. Wilderness is the place where life's tapestry is woven, not unraveled. To stand at the edge of the sea, to sense the ebb and flow of the tides, to feel the breath of a mist moving over a great salt marsh is to have knowledge of things that are as nearly eternal as any earthly life can be. Wilderness is not a luxury, but a necessity of the human spirit. The wildlife and its habitat cannot speak, so we must, and we will. We don't inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. In the end, we'll all become stories. Let us tell one where wilderness thrived. Wilderness is a need of the human spirit. We abuse land because we regard it as a commodity belonging to us. When we see land as a community to which we belong, we may begin to use it with love and respect. Wilderness to the people of America is a spiritual necessity. The clearest way into the universe is through a forest wilderness.